everybody, Bilbo10000 here, bringing you another episode of the Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver, and in today's episode we're going to be heading back to the Silence Cathedral so that we can deal with some unfinished business over in Zephon's domain. Now, unlike the other episodes, this one's just going to be a very quick Collectathon episode. I don't have a lot of time on my hands at the moment, so you're going to have to forgive me if I'm a little bit quiet, or if I'm just a little bit, you know, a little bit more downbeat. It is almost midnight where I live, so I'm really pushing it in recording this right now, but I do want to get this done. So, first things first, head back to the opening of the Human Citadel. This is not the Human Citadel, of the Silence Cathedral. This is right by these two humans who love us. Just jump down here. Only this time with Rahab's swimming ability, we have a few extra things that we can do here. First things first, we want to swim in this moat down here. Now, ignoring the creepy ambiance of this location, you can hear whispering in the background music. Ignoring that, we just want to swim through here and head up through this watery location here. Let me remind myself, what was the button to force myself out of the water? It wasn't F. Is it this? I don't remember what the button was. You can tell it's been a few days since I've played this. What's the jump button in this game again? I don't remember. I can't. There we go. It was C. There we go. We're up. After that charade, climb up this wall, and we'll be getting the last energy power-up of this little Collectathon. We'll have collected 12 out of 15 energy power-ups, and we'll be getting very close to completing our little pie. After that, we want to head inside the cathedral, you know, the place that we love to visit. We're going to go see Zephon's friends again. It's going to be a lot of fun. I might use my glyphs just to deal with the Zephon spiders that I have to fight, simply because they're few and far between. And we're not going too far into the cathedral. We're not going, like, so far in that it's going to be super important. Effectively, we want to use the fire spell. Actually, no, wait, let's use the water spell. No, actually, let's use the fire spell. This guy seems a bit annoyed. The fire spell is effectively used to burn these things to the stake. Once they're on fire, they're dead. And it's got a very wide radius as well, so you can effectively use it to just burn different enemies. The rain spell, or the water spell from the water glyph, that stuns enemies in a different way, because water burns vampires, so it's sort of like it stuns them, as opposed to something like the earth glyph, which is more of causes a little tremor that just literally stops all their animations. There's a big difference. So we're going to be going back around towards the cathedral. If you look this way, there's a pathway that goes down there. We'll be going back, we'll be going and seeing this path again very soon. For now, though, we just want to head over here, ignore any enemies that we can hear, and just get moving to the top of this platform and get over to that cathedral. I don't want to deal with any enemies out here, and I don't want to deal with more enemies than I should. Next, we want to take out the one guy in here, like so. Then we head up into the main cathedral, and we can start collecting the main collectibles of this level, which we only have 2 collectibles. Okay, this is getting dumb. There are only 2 collectibles that we need to collect in this level. We need to collect an Eldritch power-up, and we need to collect the sound glyph. So, when we head inside the cathedral, we want to act like we're basically trying to make it to the top of the cathedral. We want to just go into this realm, we want to climb up the pipe, we want to, you know, do all the stuff that we did our first time through. Only this time, there's going to be a slight change of plans. We're going to go back to being human here. We're going to do our obvious just leap up onto this little platform, you know, as we do. But then this wall here is climbable. Something that we might not have noticed initially. Head up this way, and then there should be, at some point, a path that goes to the left. I see it. Let's get this camera to work with us. Through here. Now what could this be? It's a breakable glass, of course. Silly. You should have figured that one out. And then we have an Eldritch power-up just sitting right here. With that, we've got more power. But we're not done in the cathedral, not by a long shot. Now we need to actually head back into that... Okay, this is getting annoying. We need to head into this little hole. There we go. We need to head back through here, and we need to head back into the main room. We're going to be a bit interesting here. We're going to fall down into this hole, and instead of flying upwards, we're just going to stay down here, because there's actually a hidden pathway that we weren't told about initially, which is always fun. There's going to be an enemy around here. It's okay, we can burn him. It's perfectly fine. I do not mind using my fire glyph to kill this guy. I'm feeling lazy. So this path, if we smash this glass, will take us in one direction. This will take us back down to the town that we came in through to get to the cathedral. That one tunnel that we go off, that's the place it comes from. So, now we are in this lovely corridor. I don't remember if there are enemies in here, but I do remember you. And I remember there are wraiths. I remember the wraiths. I can see the wraith over there just kind of hanging out. I'm pretty sure there's more than one, which is, I think, what terrified me initially. Because there is something really unnerving about this game sometimes. Yep, there's a second wraith. I want to kill it. No point in having that around, it's dangerous. But there is genuinely something that unnerves me about this game at times, and God bless this game. It's a brilliant game, but it knows what it wants to do. We want to take this little beacon, this little beaker, this Tracy beacon. Yeah, I made that joke. And then we want to climb up this wall up here. As you can see, it's a giant wall. It is completely climbable. We need to get up here, and then we're going to be doing some fun little platforming. First things first, we want to switch to the wait, no we don't. No, we don't. No, I did this wrong. No, I did this wrong. First things first, we want to head back over there to where we left our little golden beaker. And we actually need to pick it up from its floaty place. We need to aim it. And we need to chuck it into one of those alcoves over there. If we're lucky, it lands there, where we can effectively grab it when we head over to that alcove soon. We want to head over here. Then force our way back into the real world. Pick up the beaker. And then we should be pretty okay. The beaker, the beater, not beaker. Then we should be pretty okay. We should be pretty fine. We just have to glide our way across here. Then we just throw the beaker, the beater again, through the glass, shift into the spiritual realm, fly through, redo this, and we've already done the puzzle. That was the puzzle for the sound glyph. Now when we get in here, all we gotta do is hit this bell with this baton, and we'll activate it and get the sound glyph. This beautiful earthquake. It doesn't even break, it just lifts up. Lifts up, the thing opens. You know, it's convoluted. Oh, it breaks the pillars though. Those beautiful explosion animations, I love them. The pillar breaks, and the bell breaks. I knew the bell broke. And now we have the sound glyph. This is the second to last glyph in the game, but it is one you can get a lot earlier on than some of the other glyphs. It's not really that important, it just makes a loud noise, which is, I think it's basically another stun glyph. But, you know, it's good to have it in the glyph menu, because look at that, we got 6 glyphs there now. That's pretty damn cool. We only have one more glyph to collect, and the last glyph we need to collect is the strongest glyph in the entire game. So that's going to be in the next episode, but we do need to get to the area where that glyph is situated. So, we need to head back through the cathedral, back outside, and we need to just continue on our merry way. Let's head through this gate before the, the demons that we attacked come back and try and kill us, because, I really don't fancy that. Luckily, the game forces us to go in a direction here, so you don't really have to be too careful. When we head down here, it's just a case of avoiding these guys, jumping down here, flying over, forcing our way up the stairs. We're going to have to go back through the little town segment. Basically, this is where we are. See, we're right here. It all links up. The game loves to link up. We need to jump down here, and we need to change back into the physical realm here. You'd think I'd stop getting those confused at this point. Back in this realm, just run. Just run. Don't even bother walking through there, because there are enemies behind those buildings that will sneak up on you if need be. And we don't need that in our lives. After that, we can head back into the spiritual realm and make our way back outside. We've effectively done everything we need to do in here, so now we need to go back out here. We never have to go back to the cathedral again, according to my notes, so thank freaking God. Instead, what we want to do is we want to go physical here, head into the water. I believe this is, okay, I believe it's something like go spiritual here, go through the gate, and then go physical on the other side. I think that's basically what it wanted me to do. And I think that this little thing here is supporting my theory. Now that we're through here, we can swim through this location, through this really dark, sort of desolate tunnel, to one of the more interesting optional areas in the game. Well, for now, at least. We want to head through here, and we want to just kind of keep following this tunnel as it goes. I don't remember if the big open area back there was where we were meant to be, or if this tunnel is the one that leads to the warp gate, but there is a warp gate in this area that we need to find. Oh, nope, cutscene. I know where we are. We're at the lighthouse. This area was actually used for the demo of Soul Reaver back in the day, and this is a completely optional area, and it's inhabited by the Turalim, which are, they're basically like the Force Projectile guy from the Tomb of the Sarafan, but they're basically based on Raziel's final brother Turel, who we don't fight or see in this game, aside from the opening cutscene. But we've got to the lighthouse warp gate, which is this lighthouse symbol that you guys keep scrolling through in the warp gate and wonder what that could be. Well, it's this. With that, that's the end of the episode. If you're enjoying this series so far, feel free to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. In the next episode, we're going to be getting the light glyph and finishing up the Collectathon. And then we'll be getting back to the story. So, I'll see you guys then. I hope you're enjoying the series. Please feel free to subscribe, comment, like, or if you're watching on VidMe, upvote, and I'll see you next time, guys. Goodbye.